Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Yes, I'm late to the party. All right. The state of play was today. It was at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I was extremely busy just getting done with work. And then, of course, you get after work commitments where you have to go and pick shit up and run some quick after work errands and stuff. So I just missed the state of play. And I was kind of excited considering that we are actually coming into E3 month, which is June. There's not going to be an official E3 in any kind of capacity, but we can expect that Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft would be tossing some huge gameplay announcements. But I did not think that Sony would give us a huge intro to June and the hype that we're going to see in this month. I mean, they knocked it out of the park with today's state of play, and it was exciting. It was everything that I'd hoped, and it gives us a glimpse of stuff to look forward to. So all of the heavy hitters that we could have ever wanted were here. We got a first good look at Street Fighter 6, which is something that is on my most anticipated list. We got an update on Final Fantasy 16, which is another most anticipated. On top of that, we got a little bit more info on Stray, which I'm not a cat person, but I could respect that. And then there was VR news and a Resident Evil 4 remake announcement. So we're going to talk about my thoughts, stuff like that. I'm just going to kind of go over things with bullet points and stuff like that. I'm not going to cut to the fancy trailers and anything like that. This is just a last minute, late night editing thing that'll probably be popping in after 2 a.m. sometime because I was streaming earlier today. So Resident Evil 4 started the whole entire thing. We got a pretty good little teaser trailer. No game footage. I don't think this is game engine footage, but this was to be expected. We got Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. Resident Evil 4 is next. Are we going to see a Code Veronica eventually? Because I would like that. I would definitely like that. This is supposedly coming March 24th, 2023, which is a little under a year away. So much, maybe like 8-9 months. Not half bad. This was expected. I just didn't think it was going to be revealed off of E3. This to me seemed like an E3 announcement, but I mean, if they're holding this before their huge PlayStation showcase in June, I'm excited to see what the future holds. This was a good start to it. The game looks and has the same atmosphere. It looks like it has the plaza or the village court with the fire, the bonfire. Leon Kennedy looks great. You can hear Luis, I believe that character, Luis, he was talking in the thing. So I guess, we're going to pretty much get the whole basic storyline that Resident Evil 4 had with saving the president's daughter and all that. Just really curious to see what changes they make and stuff like that. After that, we got confirmation that Stray will be coming in July. So a month away, but it's also coming to PC. I know a lot of people are kind of frustrated that Sony puts their games on PC. We'll talk about that on another video, but this is coming out July 19th. The game actually kind of seems good. I'm very interested in the whole, gameplay mechanics that we're seeing in Stray and everything like that. So we don't got too long to wait. Now we got, speaking of the devil, another kind of bum announcement with PlayStation exclusive. Spider-Man Remastered is no longer going to be just on the PS5. It's being moved over to PC in August. So, yeah. Insomniac and Sony announced that Spider-Man Remastered is going over to PC. I don't know why, they're moving their games over. I guess I get it. It's a revenue stream. It's the PC age, and Microsoft is doing it too. And I guess maybe they're just doing it to keep up. I don't know. Now we did get a announcement trailer of Street Fighter. And this was a previous reveal. They did do a teaser a few months ago, and they promised that they would show a summer reveal. Again, this is a huge announcement by Capcom. I figured they would have saved this for like the huge June state of play. We're getting a PlayStation showcase still, right? Am I under the wrong impression? Well, yeah, they showed some footage of Street Fighter 6. Looks fucking beautiful. Lots of interesting details to the graphics and everything like that. I didn't play Street Fighter 5 as much as I should have. I do own it, and I remember I played Happy Console Gamer in it like one time, and I never went back to it. But Resident Evil 6, I'm definitely excited to see more coming. not too far away, near future. Now, Resident Evil Village is getting a PSVR port. I saw this on a supposed leak not too long ago on Reddit, that we'd be getting a PSVR mode of Resident Evil Village. I'm excited about that. Even though Resident Evil 7 completely scared me in VR mode, I had to finish that off VR. But this will be available for the PSVR 2. Who knows when that's going to actually come out? But I do have a PSVR original. I'm probably going to get a PSVR 2, even though I don't know. I have a Quest, a Meta Quest that I use. I like that it's wireless. I like that it's standalone. I wish the PSVR 2 would be like that. Now, Final Fantasy 16, we finally got some gameplay footage. It is coming next year. Square Enix showed a gameplay trailer. I'm going to hop on this. This looks dope. So the game is slated to come out summer of 2023, so we're still a year away. I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of changes to the footage that we saw right here. It's a Final Fantasy game. Don't be surprised if it gets delayed even longer than summer next year, but we'll see what happens there. I enjoy Final Fantasy as a series, but I'm going to admit there's been quite a bit of stuff that I've kind of missed out on. Didn't really play much outside of like 7 and like a little bit of 10 and a couple of others. Like, like some of the online games I really haven't played. I've heard great things about them. Now, there was a game called Rollerdrome that's a skate-based shooter. It's coming up PS4, PS5, and PC in August. This one actually looked pretty cool. I mean, I could dig this. I do like these games that are kind of strange and different. That sounds unique. It sounds interesting. I liked what I saw. So let's see what that, entails of. Now, one thing that I did like is that it was a reveal for Tunic, which was on Game Pass. That actually came out on Game Pass. This is coming to PlayStation September 27th for both PS4 and PS5. Tunic is like a very, I guess, Zelda clone almost. It's isometric top-down view. You play as like a little fox. It has a pretty good little electronic digital manual that is very Zelda-like, like 1980s Nintendo. I dare I say one of the biggest hidden gems of the year. If you haven't played it yet and you have an Xbox or you have access to Game Pass Ultimate, go play it. You won't regret it. And I've been meaning to show that game some love on stream. I just haven't gotten around to it. There was some other stuff. Callisto Protocol, which some people in my live stream have mentioned about it and asked me questions, my thoughts on it. I really hadn't been following anything much, but now I saw the State of Play trailer. And it's from the creator of Dead Space, so I always hear how great Dead Space is. Throw my gamer card out the window. I still haven't played it. I own it, though, and it's backwards compatible on Xbox, so I'll be checking that out. This looks awesome. It looks fucking scary, and you guys know I'm a scaredy cat, so I guess, whatever works, we'll be checking it out. Not really sure when that's coming out. It was announced back in 2020, according to this website I'm looking at. After that, there's a few other games. Season Letter of the Future. They got a trailer showing it a little bit. We had a few other ones, Eternights. Here's the, like a couple other things like that, but it doesn't matter what they showed towards the end as far as any other things like that. This Eternights looks like a dating game, but the only date I worry about is the date for Resident Evil 4 Remake coming out, the date for Street Fighter, and the Resident Evil Village VR, and of course Final Fantasy 16. Because, those were banger announcements right there. Honestly, almost everything in this thing, Final Fantasy 16, the Resident Evil VR, Street Fighter 6, and even the Stray announcement. And then on top of that, Resident Evil 4 Remake, a banger State of Play. We got the Xbox Showcase coming in, in about a week or so, I think I would say. Wasn't it supposed to be like on the 10th? I don't know. Sony kind of threw a good start to the month of June with this right here with some of these reveals. Now, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Resident Evil 4 Remake will be on Xbox as well. So that's unfortunate. And I believe Street Fighter is going to be on Xbox also. So, in all fairness, to play devil's avocado, two of the big announcements are games that are going to be on other platforms as well, and possibly even PC. if I'm not mistaken. So honestly, I don't know. These were banger announcements, but I want to see some exclusives. But I think they're going to hold these huge exclusives like a God of War Ragnarok update and stuff for later this month. Who knows if anybody in the comments wants to tell me, is there going to be another showcase this month? What, their huge showcase? Feel free to let me know down below. And thank you guys for watching as always. I appreciate you. And yeah, thank you.